Thank you to Ms. Biederman and our Westmont High School band. At this time, we want to welcome up our madrigal singers. If everybody could please rise. Graduates, if you could turn and face the flag for a rendition of our national anthem, sung by Delaney Graziano, Marina O'Malley, Charlotte Risden, and Kayla Sleeper.
Is that a starting note? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautiful rendition. Thank you to our madrigal singers and Mr. Erlob. How outstanding. Class of 2021, you may be seated. Welcome to our Board of Education members, Superintendent Kevin Carey, administrative team, our amazing teachers, staff, parents, family, friends, and to our graduation class of Westmont High School 2021. Welcome. I want to begin with a quick note of appreciation to the people who helped to organize tonight. Ms. Sonia Vera, to Ms. Besma Shamas, Ms. Jamie Mahmoud, to our custodial staff, our band and our choir, and to everybody who helped to make this evening possible. Thank you so much. And to my two amazing teammates on the administrative team, Dr. Kevin Weck and Ms. Megan Vervink. Just thank you for making tonight a beautiful setup and getting us ready. You know, when people do amazing work, I believe they should be recognized. And what we have accomplished together as a school community is truly incredible. You know, I'm not an expert about anything but just one thing, and that's high schools. I spent my entire life in high schools. I've traveled all over the country, consulting, speaking, working with colleagues all across the United States, and been a principal at many fine high schools. What I do know is that what has been accomplished by the people who are here in this stadium tonight, beginning with our students and most certainly with the staff and all the support we get from the community, is simply incredible. So we have tonight front and center this outstanding class from 2021. But alongside them all the way have been you, our school district, our teachers, our families, parents, to support them in excellence. I'm so proud of what we've accomplished together. We did it as a team, and it's truly remarkable. Now, all we asked of our students when you started just those short 4 years ago was to give an excellent effort and be compassionate people. If you can do those things, then you will be successful. Now, some of you had amazing success in high school, and you did great. And some of you struggled to get here tonight, but we love you all, and we're proud of you all. If test scores were not your thing, guess what? They could be a thing of your past. So, what you need to do is find out what you're passionate about and stick to that, work hard, be compassionate to other human beings, and you will be most successful. The thing that we tried to teach you here was don't put a ceiling on expectations for yourselves. A lot of people tease me about advanced placement. I get that. We'll talk more about it. But the truth of it is, we're just as proud of our students at TCD. We're just as proud of the students who work hard every day and do a good job. But what we really expect from you is don't put those false limitations on yourself. Dream big. We always try to open doors for you, and that is what we really wanted to send that message. We believe in you. Be good to other people in this world, and you will be successful. So, as I said, sometimes our Westmont students tease me, and I love them for that, of course, about how proud I am of our school. But it's pretty spectacular. See, every school in Illinois, every public school gets a rating. The highest rating is exemplary. Now, ever since this class has been here and ever since they started giving those ratings, we've had the highest rating, exemplary, for every year. And we had to work a little harder to get there. There are a lot of great schools in our area and across the state. That's their goal, to become exemplary, or they wish they had earned that. But at Westmont, it's not a good rating, it's not a great rating, it's the best rating. And we're proud of how hard our whole school community worked to make that happen. Congratulations. Every public school in the United States is given a rating, 1 to 10. You can't hide from it, by an organization called Great Schools. And millions of people literally look at this thing. There's only one school in this very prestigious, one of the most competitive and prestigious counties in the United States of America is DuPage County. We know this. But there's only one school that gets a 10 out of 10 rating. Now, who might that be? Westmont High School. That's right. And you don't get it for being nice, even though being nice is important. You get it for pulling together as a team, working a little harder, and accomplishing those special things that distinguish you as the best in this county in that rating. So, is that all? Of course not. During your time here, the students who are sitting in front of us, the teachers who are behind them, and the families and parents who are with us tonight, all of us working together, earned the DeFore Award as the best professional learning community in the United States of America. Now, there are 20,000 plus schools that call themselves professional learning communities, and a panel of 15 experts had to choose the best in the country. That was Westmont High School, and that happened during the tenure here of the class of 2021. School leaders from as far away as Australia, 6 different states throughout the country, and schools throughout our state of Illinois have come to visit Westmont High School to find out what's going on. In the last 6 months alone, there's 6 different books or articles that mention Westmont as a superior school. I don't know of any other school that can claim that, quite frankly. Now, when it comes to advanced placement, these young men and women are the kings and queens of AP. They've done that work as a team, and we're very proud of them. But as I said, as proud as we are to be ranked the #1 regular high school in the state of Illinois, the most improved high school in the state of Illinois on 3 different national polls, we're just proud of the students who weren't in AP, who were good citizens, who gave a great effort every day. I'm extremely proud of this class. I haven't even mentioned the many successes in fine arts, athletics, extracurriculars, the fact that I think one of the most important organizations in this county, the People's Resource Center, selected Westmont for its first junior board. And this year, our students, even during the pandemic, gave over 500 hours of community service to neighbors in need. We're most proud of that. Did you know that our Scholastic Bowl team were the national champions? I got to watch that on Zoom. That was a lot of fun. And our fine arts night, many of you got to take place in part of that. One of the saddest things about this year was that we didn't get to hear of all of our wonderful students perform as often as we usually would. But we fought hard, and I'm really proud of Ms. Jacobs and Mr. Erlob and Ms. Biederman and all the students for coming together and putting together a fine arts night that we got to enjoy on a beautiful evening like this just a few weeks ago. It was a beautiful, yes, absolutely. I could go on, and you might tease me about it, but I certainly believe that we have the best staff, the best students, and the best high school in the United States of America. And there's a lot of evidence to be able to support that. But I just want to give you 2 last thoughts before we get to the rest of our program. we are going to miss you very much. I know many of you can't wait to go on to the rest of your lives, and that's as it should be. But we will miss you. We will miss the fun conversations. We will miss the times when we work together to accomplish amazing things, the much kindness that you showed to each other, and the goodness that's in you. We're going to miss that. We're going to miss all of you, and I wish you the best. In Westmont High School, it's not just the building, of course. It's the people. And you have to be amazing people to spend time with. And I truly love you as students and our staff and everything that we've built together. My final thought at this time, continue to be the compassionate, fun-loving, respectful people that you are. The truest success and sense of accomplishment comes from being good to other people and to giving service to your community. No matter who you are, find your passion, work hard at it, be compassionate to others, and you will be successful. We and I are extremely proud of the class of 2021. Congratulations. I want to recognize a few students before the students get their turn to speak. First of all, when I call your name, if you would just please stand and be recognized. These students were AP scholars, and by the way, once again, before they even start the senior year, these students already were recognized by the College Board for being an advanced placement scholar. That's pretty amazing. We have a higher percentage per capita than 99% of the schools in the United States of America. That's because I believe that our teachers and students work a little bit harder. That's one of the reasons why I love Westmont. We're not the richest school, but I think we're the hardest working school, and that is even better. And I'm so proud of who we are as a school community. So, if I call your name, please stand. First of all, AP scholars, Ariana Gomez, Max Kwasny, and Andrew Niemeyer. Thank you. These students were advanced placement scholars. The following students earned a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.999, which is pretty incredible. And they are cum laude students. When I call your name, please stand, remain standing until I've read all the names. Michael Affronte, Spencer Anton, Claudia Siemka, who was also an AP scholar, Zach Gasek, Kelly Koopman, Evelyn Kostel, Oliver Kowalski, who was also an AP scholar, Allison Lambert, Michael Lisler, Radame Luis Lociano, Catherine Martin, Stephen Mikulek, also an AP scholar, Daniel Micheletti, Ashley Romeo, Narjis Tahar, Megan Thompson, and Max Windish. Cum laude. Congratulations to these students. Thank you. The students who earned the magna cum laude had a grade point average of 4.0 or above. When I call your name, please rise. Bryson Baldwin. Denise Barkin, who was also an Illinois State Scholar and an Advanced Placement Scholar. Alexandra Boxell, who was also an Illinois State Scholar and an Advanced Placement Scholar. Alexa Boyser, also an AP Scholar. Julia Kane, also an AP Scholar. Colin Chabalewski, Illinois State Scholar. Brianna Cook. Jackson Cozart, also an Illinois State Scholar and an Advanced Placement Scholar. Jordan Graham, also an Illinois State Scholar. Delaney Graziano. Avery Herman, also an Illinois State Scholar and an Advanced Placement Scholar. Ben Juska, also an Advanced Placement Scholar. Alyssa Lawney, also an Illinois State Scholar and Advanced Placement Scholar. Jake Murata, also an Advanced Placement Scholar. Luna Medlicott. Shanessa Nelson, also an Illinois State Scholar and an AP Scholar. Marina O'Malley, an Illinois State Scholar, Advanced Placement Scholar, and a National Merit Finalist. Julie Paul, also an Advanced Placement Scholar. Sophia Riccardi, Illinois State Scholar and Advanced Placement Scholar. Charlotte Risden, also an Illinois State Scholar and an Advanced Placement Scholar. Lily Sakalis, Illinois State Scholar and an AP Scholar. Alexa Sekularic, also an Illinois State Scholar and an AP Scholar. Isabella Saratella. Kiara Sharkey, Illinois State Scholar and AP Scholar. Kayla Sleeper, also an Illinois State Scholar and AP Scholar. Connor Sullivan. Zane Thibodeau, also an AP Scholar. And Kathleen Zielinski, an Illinois State Scholar and an AP Scholar. Congratulations to these students. Thank you. We have far more than our share because I believe we outworked everybody. Take that kind of work ethic to the rest of your life and there'll be no stopping you. So now we come to the time where we have some amazing students. There are so many, we couldn't get them all up here to speak tonight, but we have several students who are going to address their class and our family and parents. We're going to start with a wonderful young woman who was, as I said, a National Merit Finalist. Less than about 1 in 1,000 students in the country earned that honor, and Marina did. She's also a wonderful citizen here, an amazing student in person, and we're very proud of her. Our first class speaker is Marina O'Malley.
Hello everyone, my name is Marina O'Malley. I'd like to start out by thanking all of the teachers and administrators along with all of our parents. All of these people have guided us throughout our high school careers, and without their help, we wouldn't be where we are today. 3 years ago, I was in the band playing Pomp and Circumstance, watching the class of 2018 graduate, and it felt like this day was so far off. But the rest of high school went by in the blink of an eye, and here we are. A lot of us have spent 13 years in school together, and for the past 4 years, Westmont High School has been our home. No matter who you are or where you came from, everyone has a place here. But now we're all heading off on different paths. While most of us are staying in Illinois, Alex Boxell is going to Colorado, Kira Sharkey is going to Minnesota, Jack Cozart is going to Montana, and a bunch of people we've known our whole lives are going new places. We won't all live 10 minutes away from each other anymore. The class of 2021 is made up of so many brilliant young minds, and we all have such bright futures ahead. We're future scientists, teachers, entrepreneurs, artists, nurses, and more. When we come back here, 10, 20, 30 years down the road, we'll all be in different places in our lives, doing so many different things, but we'll always call Westmont our home. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Marina. Beautiful words. Our next two student speakers, first of all, Kayla Jane Sleeper, who I have known since she was 8th grade and just a wonderful young leader. Just to give you an idea, tonight, one of her classmates was missing one of their chords, and so Kayla took one of her chords and shared it with her classmate. That just gives you, that's what she's about, giving to others, being positive, and just besides her wonderful academic record, just an amazing young woman. And next we have Denise Barkin, who I've had the pleasure. She was our president of the People's Resource Center Junior Board this year. So in addition to her being an athlete in 2 different sports and giving her all to her academics, she gave countless number of hours in leadership and service to the PRC. There's so many great students in this class, but these 2 young women also are just incredible role models, examples, and leaders. So let's hear it for Kayla and Denise.
Thank you, Mr. Balderman. Good evening, Westmont High School.
My name is Denise Barkin.
And my name is Kayla Sleeper.
And much like the rest of the work I did this year, this speech was written last minute.
But it's done.
We got it done.
Don't worry. Denise, are you worried?
No? Are you worried?
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Good. Well, thank you everyone for being here tonight to celebrate the graduation of a truly exceptional senior class.
Exceptional is one way to put it. Mrs. Templeton would say resilient.
Mr. Chamberlain thinks we are a wonderful but savage bunch.
And Miss Morose thinks we are just nice, whatever that means.
How nice of her.
I'm sure all our other teachers have many words to describe our class. After all, it has been a long 4 years.
Remember freshman year when we got kicked out of the gift shop at the Sears Tower because Gavin knocked over a mug?
Or sophomore year when we started a class-wide game of the cheese touch during chemistry.
Or how about junior year when a literal pandemic began?
And our senior year, most of which was spent in bed at home.
What a time.
I have to admit, as long as it felt, the time went by so fast.
It feels like just yesterday we were in English with Mr. Roach.
I can still remember the thrill of freshman year band camp.
We've learned so much over the past 4 years.
Educationally, personally, emotionally, all of our learning has made us who we are, seated before you today.
We've learned about the quadratic formula with Miss Pergandy. We've learned about the world through Mr. Landris' extravagant stories. And we've learned how to conjugate verbs in another language, and also learned what conjugate means.
We've learned how to finish homework that's due next period. We've learned how to avoid Dr. Weck in the mornings so we don't get marked tardy. We've learned... I didn't realize he was right there. We've learned that Mr. Balderman loves the microphone in the Commons.
Out of all these things, I think the most important thing we've learned is to cherish the little things.
We didn't have a senior homecoming. We didn't have a junior or technically a senior prom. We didn't have our last 3 snowballs or a senior musical. We didn't have a typical senior year.
We did, however, have Mrs. Templeton's bright smile.
We've laughed with Jack Cozart about how he'll write his AP Lit Q3 essay on the Lorax.
We've had sweet banter with Mr. Delisle and kind greetings from Miss Durbin.
We've laughed with Mrs. Erasmus about Mr. K's Starbucks order.
We ate lunch outside with our friends picnic style when it was nice out.
We've listened to Mr. Delisle's beautiful whistling of Driver's License and Lucid Dreams.
These things aren't prom or a homecoming or a normal senior year, but they were part of our senior year.
No one could have expected our senior year to go the way it went. We all could have dwelt on the things that we didn't have, but instead we've learned to appreciate what we do have. And I think that's really special.
This school year has been truly unique. We've experienced so much that could have held us back, stopped us, kept us from getting to this stage. But here we are today, sitting before you.
This school year stands for so much more than a typical senior year. Our senior year exemplifies our resilience, our perseverance, our ability to pivot. This school year is a symbol, if you will.
Even in the face of adversity, setback after setback, we have prevailed. We've prevailed and we have succeeded.
Everything has led up to this moment. All of the cards have fallen into place, all the pieces in a line. Everything has worked out the way it's supposed to, even if it's not how we imagined it to be. We kept going.
This school year stands for so much more than what it seems. That is symbolism.
Did we get the sophistication point, Mrs. Templeton? Great.
We hope that through this year, we'll all be able to carry this symbol with us, wherever we go.
We can't wait to see all the amazing things that our class accomplishes in the future, and we wish you all the best over the next 4 years and the rest of your lives. Congrats, class of 2021!
Thank you, Kayla and Denise. Next up, we have two gentlemen, scholars, talented individuals who have participated in a myriad of activities here at Westmont High School, but I think the hallmark of who they are is who they are as people and respected by their peers and teachers alike. And I'm very pleased to announce Zane Thibodeau and Jackson Cozart.
Just before I start, Balderman, I love you, but it's Thibodeau. Good evening, everybody, and congratulations to our graduating class of 2021.
My name is Jackson Cozart.
And I'm Zane Thibodeau, and we're super honored to be speaking at this ceremony tonight.
So before we begin, we'd like to address the obvious here. This year has been a little rough.
Like, we'd be lying if we were to say this hasn't been a completely awful year.
However, it doesn't do any of us any good to come up here and just simply complain about all the things we lost this year. We've had enough of that through our senior group chat.
Yeah, it'd be a waste of time to tell you how we missed senior homecoming, the Thanksgiving feast, Volley for a Cure, the Balderman assemblies, etc., etc.
So let's focus on some of the good things to come out of this year.
For example, we got to have outdoor lunches because the school seriously overestimated the amount of people that can socially distance in the commons.
We also got to spend a solid 75% of our school year in the luxury of our own beds.
We learned that no matter how hard they try and no matter how hard they may beg, absolutely no teacher can make you turn your camera on for a Zoom meeting.
We also had the best second semester ever, with school only going until 12:35 for the most part. And to whomever decided to go back to the normal 2:46 schedule, we'll never forgive you.
Never. Never. And we got a magician who looked like Mr. Delisle at our senior celebration. I think that speaks for itself.
But most importantly, we got to have the outdoor graduation ceremony graduating classes have been begging for years.
Years. And as awesome as all of this is, none of it could have possibly been expected on that Friday the 13th, 2020. That day, everything changed for us.
No one could have predicted that we'd still have to be wearing face masks at our graduation ceremony well over a year later.
In fact, we're both pretty sure this is the first and possibly last time we've seen our entire graduating class since last March.
But that's why tonight is so important to us. After this, we'll be seeing each other, but we'll be going all over the globe. Montana, Florida, Colorado, and even Texas. And it's going to be very different for all of us.
Crazy enough, the only time we might actually see each other is through phone screens, such as each other's Snapchat stories and whatnot.
One of the things Zane and I have discussed, working many hours together, is how things would have been different if we knew Friday the 13th was our last normal day together.
Would we have been nicer to each other? Would we have said things that we otherwise wouldn't have said? Would we have been more honest with one another?
In general, would we have treated everyone, our teachers, our friends, our family, would we have treated all of them differently if we knew what was just around the corner?
And with that in mind, we arrive at our obligatory, sappy, inspirational message that you've all been waiting for. Going forward, treat every day like that March 13th, 2020, as if everything is going to change the very next day.
The world is constantly changing around us, and you never know what's going to happen today, tomorrow, next week, or any point in the future. You never know when someone across the globe will get the world's worst case of food poisoning again.
We ask that you maintain this mentality every day in your future, as you go to college, get your first job, and as you make all the milestones in your life.
Getting to share this field with you is something that I honestly wasn't sure would be possible, given how this year has been. So thank you, class of 2021, for being a part of this special moment.
It's been incredible getting to attend school with all of you, some of you for like 12 plus years.
But before we call it quits, since this may be our last chance to speak to all of you at one time, we have several last-minute shout-outs we'd like to give out to some students, faculty, and teachers. First and foremost, thank you to whomever was involved in giving us an outdoor ceremony. We have finally joined the millions of high schools in the country that have been doing this for years.
Shout out to Mr. Balderman for being the best principal in the best high school in America!
Thank you to all of our teachers for putting up with one of the most infamous classes to ever attend Westmont High School.
Thank you to Mrs. Most for giving us the easiest sophomore English class to ever exist because she was experiencing her own form of senioritis.
Thank you to Mr. K, whose, let's just say, extended vocabulary made us actually pay attention in history classes.
To Mr. Roach, who could possibly be the best teacher for a freshman there may ever be.
Shout out to Mr. Blackburn for being the greatest AP testing proctor out there, and remember to not bring toasters to next year's AP exams.
Shout out to Mr. Chamberlain for teaching us what a catalyst is.
And of course, shout out to Evelyn Costel for being the catalyst that caused everyone to start working at Kramer Foods.
Shout out to Mrs. Biederman for taking the defense against the dark arts position at Westmont High School.
Shout out to Kira Sharkey for organizing a very last minute but super intense game of Senior Assassins. Max Windish, sleep with one eye open tonight.
Shout out to the College Board, whose terrible website and constant glitches gave me the perfect excuse to not do my English multiple choice questions. Sorry, Mrs. Templeton.
Shout out to the 2020 AP exams for giving us the most inaccurate reflections of our academic achievements possible. However, thank you for making it so I don't have to take history in college.
Thank you to Mr. Landreth for teaching us that straightforward lectures are nothing compared to real-life experiences.
And a huge shout out to Evelyn, Kira, and Connor Sullivan for helping us come up with ideas for our speech because, needless to say, me and Zane were suffering some of our own challenges, namely writer's block and blatant procrastination.
And lastly, shout out to you, class of 2021. We wouldn't want to graduate with anyone else.
Congratulations, everyone. We can't believe this day is finally here. Thank you.
Excellent job to Zane and Jackson. At this time, we are going to be treated to a beautiful song titled For Good, sung by our Madrigal seniors, Delaney Graziano, Marina O'Malley, Charlotte Risden, and Kayla Sleeper. And led by our talented Mr. Erlager.
Shout out to Miss Smith for accompanying us. We
She's
love
the
you,
best.
Miss Smith. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It may well be that we
just to clear the air. I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet, like a ship blown from its moorings as it passes the sun. Like a stream that meets like a seed dropped by a bird in the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
Beautiful, ladies. Outstanding. Yes, let's hear it for our Madrigal seniors there. I don't know about you, I have chills. If we knew they were going to be that good, we probably would have just skipped my speech and had them sing another number, right? Outstanding. Beautiful. Okay, so in our wonderful senior speeches, we heard about some of the things you had to sacrifice, and my heart is so sad about that. And the worst thing is we miss getting to be with you all every day and have some fun and work hard together. But here we are. So one thing that we're going to do this year a little differently that we don't do in the past classes is if you, between as each student's name is read, if people want to applaud, we're going to let that happen. How does that sound, everybody, right? Give them recognition. We might have another surprise tonight. We'll see, class of 2021, because you're so outstanding. But please be respectful of the next name that's going to be read. So in just a moment, we're going to get to those names. But to break tradition, first time that in my time here, in between the student's name being read, please applaud to your heart's desire in an appropriate way, and then let the next name be called. Okay, class of 2021, are we ready? Okay, Dr. Weck.
Thank you, Mr. Balderman. Good evening, everyone. At this time, will the first row please stand up? Michael Anthony Affronti. Andrea Aguilar. John William Ambrose. Julietta Simone Antonopoulos. Spencer Martin Anton. Abdalrahman Iyad Asaf. Bryson Jesse Baldwin. Logan Matthew Baldwin. Denise Ariel Barkin. Cassandra Ann Bogatz. Alexandra McBride Boxell. Alexa Noemi Boiser. Julia Estelle Kane. Nicholas James Carr. Robert Allen Cheram. Colin Timothy Chmielewski. Lenin Konstantin Kronis. Claudia Siemka. Dynasty Janiyah Class. Andrew Jacob Collins. Vincent Joseph Consiglio. Brianna Nicole Cook. Jackson Mack Cozart. Ian Lawrence Coyle. Tyler Joseph Cunningham. Nishat Dalippi. Lucas Daniel Day. Robert Todd Diantino Jr. Yadira Dominguez. Jack Brendan Donahue. Riley Rex Dorsey. Zachary Thomas Gasick. Ariana Gomez. Jordan James Graham. Delaney Marie Graziano. Gavin Tyler Greeny. Isabella Maria Greeny. Jalissa Zapata Hammertree. Avery Louise Herman. John Camden Hubney. Alberto Huerta. Tyler Jeffrey Jarvis. Freddie Jimenez. Benjamin Ethan Juska. Haley Cheryl Caden. Jack Kakad. Kelly Noel Koopman. Evelyn Joan Costel. Oliver Kowalski. Max William Kwasny. Allison Grace Lambert. Alyssa Ann Lonnie. Anastasia Faye Lipasek. Michael Lisler. Radame Luis Nopuente Loquiliano. Nicholas Kieran Mahachik. Jake Robert Murata. Catherine Ivy Martin. William James McCullough. Luna Rose Medlicott. Stephen Gregory Mahalik. Daniel Mark Mikolite. Miko Anthony Mitchell Maluzzi. Tyra Tennille Montgomery. Shanessa Caitlin Nelson. Andrew John Niemeyer. Marina Jane O'Malley. Julie Ann Paul. Jessica Ann Pitborick. River Jordan Prado. Kiera Ann Price. Leo John Ricky Ron. Sophia Noel Riccardi. Benjamin Michael Risden. Charlotte Jean Risden. Tarai Cameron Rogers. Royer Rojas Estevez. Ashley Grace Romeo. Lily Rebecca Sekalis. Jahari Anum Scott Childress. Alexa Sekalarik. Kiera Maeve Sharkey. Kayla Jane Sleeper. Jordan Irene Stroop. Connor James Sullivan. Nargis Batul Taher. Zane Michael Thibodeau. Megan Lynn Thompson. William Moses Turner. Joshua Ray Valentin. Cameron Jacob Wanda. Amarian Cantrell Williams. Maxwell Lucas Windish. Kathleen Martin Zielinski.
How serious we are. I love it. Class of 2021, please rise. We recognize this class we love, these outstanding students. We're so proud of all of you. Congratulations to Westmont High School, class of 2021. Who did the fireworks? Mad Bombers. It's Robert's family, though, right? It's Robert, so I can say his family. Family of Robert Champ. Mad Bombers. You want? Yeah, I got my phone's off. Let's hope so. I think the superintendent authorized this. Yeah, all right. That was fun. Thank you to Mad Bombers, the family of Robert Chatham, for a beautiful show. I want to thank Dan Bujakowski, who did the sound for us, a fellow citizen, a parent who helped out. Thank you very much to Dan for that, to make this outdoor ceremony possible. So we escaped the pandemic, but maybe not this thing right now, but we'll see here. All right. Class of 2021, please move your tassels from the left to the right to signify that you are graduates of Westmont High School, Class of 2021. We love you. We're so proud of you. You are awesome, class. How you gonna, yeah. It's a good idea, but now you gotta go retrieve it, see? Okay, grab your caps, get lined up. Let's leave with dignity. Thank you to the band. Thank you to our parents and families who are here tonight and our staff. Thank you so much. Great job, class of 2021. Very proud of you.